gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back.
It's just crazy.
And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too.
Because it's like so...
Of course.
Like, because it's so like unpredictable, like you don't know when a flood's gonna show up. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Papa ETJ, and I scuffed the intro because why not? But we're back at it again with some more Final Fantasy XVI content. Your boy's tired putting out all this content. It's wearing your boy out.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad. You keep digging.
I would be capping if I didn't say like doing this is grueling, but boy, do I love me some video games. Boy, do I love me some content. I think part of it is, it's not the fact that like I have so much on the plate because I'm playing so many games. It's just the fact that like when you play games, when you play games like Kingdom Hearts where you're doing a specific challenge, like I'm doing this challenge, so like that takes energy out of me. So like there are days where I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I ain't feeling it today. We're just gonna edit. And then there are days where like I'm like just full of energy and like I'm on 100 and I feel like that's when I'm at my best. But we are side questing, unfortunately.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
Yeah.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness
And
your skill with the blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon.
I know that's it.
The place was abandoned a long time ago. But when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek...
I was there. I was running because I was there on accident.
Encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Thea, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
Oh,
I'll
of
do my
course.
best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
Okay, so this is
I'm
shortcut.
sure you won't need it.
Yeah, I'm by myself actually.
Do you have any fresh water?
Now I just need to see about getting the word out. I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds
No,
simple
like
enough.
I'm getting renown and
So
I'm
you
getting
do
no
it?
money for this.
Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market.
Okay.
There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bollock, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
I don't know why I do this to myself. This is also part of why, like, I just have not finished this game. It's because I'm just like, yeah, we just going side quest to side quest the fuck out of this. There's a guy here.
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
There's me.
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Thorgal? I was gonna say, Thorgal's with a chocobo, bro? What the hell you doing in a chocobo pin, bro?
Please, a piece of fruit.
Like, everyone's suffering and you guys are drinking wine. Like, how oblivious are we to the times right now? Like, that sounds like some elitist shit, by the way.
Are you Milan?
Like, that sounds like some elitist ass shit.
What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbrek, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. Or rather we did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Boklad isn't the bustling trading post it once was. Still, there's no point dwelling on it. Better to live life while you can, eh? And on that note, it sounds like there's a cup of wine needing my attention.
Like, I'm just disassociating from this, like, bro, like, you guys are like,
Raised the price.
again.
I showed you my pass. What more do you want from me?
I'm looking for Bollock. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion.
Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Oh, I gotta go to the inn, which is fine because I gotta go to the other place, which is halfway between here and the inn. And then if I do the math right and I math the bullshit, then I think, bro, I don't got bread, bro. We telling everybody we got wine. You want wine? Come up here and get some wine, homie. Because like we hard at times and we're sipping.
Any fresh water?
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary...
Why do I feel like this wine's potent?
Swordsman. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 66. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
I was waiting for something bad to happen, like the wine was poisoned. 15 renown and 3. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Kill the poor sod. For a handful of coins of that.
I owe these remarkable gentlemen more than a few paltry cups of wine. Even if it is the finest wine in...
Oh, there's nothing like a cup or 5 of good wine to wash away the aches of the road.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any fresh water?
This must have been a nice place once.
Fuck.
And it will be again.
I just jumped off a ledge.
Nice try.
Keep it up, sir. That was a little overkill for just one hound. Just a tidbit.
That's all of them. Come on, Toggle.
Bro, you're not even by the inn. You're in the middle of East Buddhafuck nowhere, bro. Come on. You're not even at the inn. God, like, why do I do this to myself?
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
Mummy. The gentleman of the town guard was...
Good girl. Someone's got himself in trouble.
Awesome.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Yep, we're just
Maybe
robbing.
we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Too slow.
Okay, yeah, keep casting protect because I'm gonna fucking... I'm gonna fucking mega play your ass into the next century, bro.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north.
Mm-hmm.
You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
They're dead.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Yeah, we're like 20 minutes in, and we're just side questing
Something
away.
the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset.
Okay.
I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
Okay.
Right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting is what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Some not right. I still gotta speak with the brother. Yeah, I spoke with the brother.
Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Smooth like Butler.